The founders of SAVI Health have spent the past 25 years traveling the world teaching people to identify and better focus on their core values. And as they journeyed across 5 continents and have met with hundreds of thousands of people, they discovered that universally, people had 3 common values: health, finances, and personal relationships. SAVI Health exists to provide a vehicle for people to close the gaps between how they are now and where they want to be in those 3 areas. And this presentation will focus on the core value of health. Health. It seems like everyone wants more of it, but few of us feel like we're as healthy as we'd like to be. But why is that? I mean, what if there was a way to be healthier this year and every year for the rest of your life? What would that be like? As most of us reach adulthood, a number of things begin to affect our health. The stress of life's challenges get more intense. We feel stress from financial and relationship concerns. Our high-speed lifestyles and the lack of security that most of us feel add to the pressure. And all that stress releases chemicals in our bodies that wear us out. As adults, we also begin to notice the effects of aging. Things seem to ache more and recover more slowly. But is all that so bad? Yes, actually, it's more than a little bad. It's really bad. Research for years has been identifying cellular inflammation as likely being at the root of osteoarthritis, hypertension, and even environmental allergies. In a report last year by the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC reported of the 10 leading causes of mortality in the United States, chronic low-level inflammation contributes to the pathogenesis of at least 7. These include heart disease, cancer, chronic lower respiratory disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, and nephritis. And when something is the cause of 7 out of 10 of anything, that bears paying attention to. And even more importantly, asking ourselves, how can this negative cycle of decline be reversed? So it's no wonder that chronic inflammation is now being studied around the world. The race to find a cure for this problem, that to one extent or another affects all of us as we age, couldn't be more important. But there's good news as well, and it's what we call the Mediterranean paradox. That is, why are people who live in the Mediterranean basin, where up to 40% of their calories come from fat and moderate amounts of red wine, where smoking is the norm, able to maintain lower body weight and have a quarter of cardiovascular and other age-related diseases than those who live in Britain and the USA? The answer is in the quantities of particular things that they eat. But this Mediterranean paradox hasn't gone unnoticed. One of the earliest of our modern-era genetic scientists, Dr. Roberto Crea, has been researching this effect for over 20 years. Dr. Crea was one of the founding geneticists for the groundbreaking company Genentech and was a key member of the team that developed and commercialized human insulin, a product that is now a $3.5 billion business for Eli Lilly. After retiring from Genentech, Dr. Crea began a search for the medical basis for why the Mediterranean diet had such health benefits. And what he discovered was that the most potent bioactive compound in the Mediterranean diet is a polyphenol in olive oil called hydroxytyrosol, which is responsible for many of the Mediterranean diet's health benefits. And once he discovered that, he set off on what became a 10-year mission to develop, validate through human clinical studies, and patent the most bioavailable and effective form of hydroxytyrosol. What resulted from all that work is a patented formulation that includes both hydroxytyrosol and other polyphenols from specially processed olive juice that is brand named Prodroxol, an amazing ingredient that has demonstrated anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial, and anti-allergenic properties, and improvement in cardiovascular health. But the global medical research community wasn't standing still either. Just this year, the New England Journal of Medicine published the results of a 5-year study on the effects of people being on the Mediterranean diet, and the findings were amazing. Participants spent 4 years on a strict and undeviating regimen of the Mediterranean diet that required them to eat more than 1 liter of olive oil per week, 20 servings of fresh fruits, more than 7 glasses of red wine, and at least 3 servings of fresh fish, while avoiding as much as possible soda, commercial bakery goods, and red meats. That's a pretty intense diet regimen. But what these disciplined eaters experienced was nothing short of amazing. Participants who stuck to the diet for those 4 years experienced a 30% decrease in heart attacks and strokes, along with favorable impacts on blood lipids, antioxidant activity, and inflammation. Stop for a moment and think about that. This wasn't a study in a laboratory that speculated what the effect of some ingredient might be. This was nearly 5,000 people that experienced a 30% reduction in how many of them died. That is groundbreaking. Plus, considering that most of these high health risk participants were already on the Mediterranean diet, what might the differences have been among a similar group from the US or Britain if they had the discipline to stay on the Mediterranean diet for 4 years? In any event, this research has the medical community really paying attention, with one cardiologist suggesting, so all hyperbole aside, if the Mediterranean diet could be physically packaged into a pill delivery form, they would undoubtedly be considered the biggest cardiovascular blockbuster ever. Well, that day has arrived. Introducing SAVI Vital, a completely natural supplement that delivers all of the incredible health benefits of the Mediterranean diet. SAVI Vital is a multi-component formula where each ingredient has oxidative or anti-inflammatory activity or both, with no side effects or calories or alcohol. Each of SAVI Vital's all-natural ingredients takes a different pathway to the cell to target oxidative stress and inflammation. The first and most important ingredient is our exclusive and proprietary Prodoxol, that amazing polyphenol that has incredible antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and skin health properties. The second is resveratrol from red wine that fights free radical damage and oxidative stress. And the third is lycopene, the active ingredient in tomatoes that promotes adrenal, liver, colon, prostate, and eye health. But just how potent comparatively is Prodoxol in terms of its antioxidative impact? The standard used for measuring antioxidant impact, developed by the National Institutes of Health, is called an ORAC score, Oxygen Radical Absorbance Capacity. On a comparative basis, here are the ORAC scores for the leading antioxidants sold today. As you can see, vitamin C scores a 2, but Prodoxol scores higher than 27. That's all natural antioxidant power working for you at the cellular level. So on an equivalent basis, how much does a daily serving of 2 capsules of SAVI Vital contain? Well, these 2 little capsules contain the same level of resveratrol as drinking 25 glasses of red wine, the lycopene of a whole California-grown tomato, and the Prodoxol equivalent of drinking 12 ounces of extra virgin olive oil. That's daily, in just 2 capsules. Just what the cardiologist asked for. But how deep is the medical validation behind these 3 key ingredients in SAVI Vital? Not only is our formulation proprietary and exclusive to us, it is also protected from encroachment by a pending patent. Prodoxol itself is also protected by 5 patents and has been validated through 6 human clinical studies. And there are over 1,000 research articles published on its effectiveness and safety. Resveratrol is one of the most researched and verified natural supplements, with over 10,000 research articles published in medical journals. The same with lycopene, with over 7,000 published research articles verifying its potency and safety. So, if you boil it all down to one simple thought, we think Dr. Patrick Gentempo said it best. All of us are either moving in the direction of illness or wellness. The choice is ours. With SAVI Vital, you are reversing that old negative direction of cellular inflammation and giving your body an assist by reducing cellular inflammation. But don't just take our word for it. Hear what some early adopters of SAVI Vital have to say. Here are 3 people who have started to take SAVI Vital and are experiencing its effects.
I take SAVI Vital because I'm healthy now and want to stay that way. I have a lot of joint and inflammation issues, but after taking SAVI Vital for about 60 days, it made a real difference in how I feel.
I take SAVI Vital for heart health, and it really is making a difference in my cholesterol levels.
Because SAVI Vital is an all-natural formulation that works with your body to help you become more healthy, we know that for most people it takes at least 60 days to begin noticing the effects. Remember, the New England Journal study observed people over 4 years, so we know that encouragement to stick with something, even if it's only taking a supplement twice daily, can help. That's why we've created a SAVI Vital Total Product Experience. When you sign up for the SAVI Vital Smart Ship delivery through the mail subscription, you not only get the best price possible, but you also get a support program to help you get the most out of SAVI Vital. Here's how it works. Today, you can buy your first 30-day supply from the SAVI Health Associate who shared this video with you. And at the same time, sign up for Smart Ship. You will receive a bottle of product that you can start taking today. Plus, you will get your own personal web portal that has lots of other health and wellness activities you can start doing today to amplify the effects. Then, just before your first bottle is gone, you will receive your next 30-day supply. And you can connect with other people like you through your wellness portal to share your experiences and tips and get support for your new, healthier lifestyle.